What's up, adventurers? My name is Platinum Phoenix, and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. Last time, we made it to the Rock Tunnel, and this time we're gonna head through the Rock Tunnel on our way to our next gym. But before we actually get started, I want to head into the Pokemon Center here, because inside there is one of Oak's aides. Oh, Phoenix, I've been looking for you. It's me, one of the ever-present aides of Professor Oak. If your Pokedex has complete data on 20 species, I'm supposed to give you a reward. He entrusted me with this Everstone. So, Phoenix, let me ask you, have you gathered data on at least 20 kinds of Pokemon? Yes, I have. Great, you have caught and owned 25 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations, here you go. Receive the Everstone. And basically what an Everstone is it lets you, it's a hold item for a Pokemon, and if you give it to a Pokemon, it allows that Pokemon to exceed its level up, evolution level, and it basically stops it from evolving. But now we're into Rock Tunnel, and as you can see, it's a little dark in here, which is why we went out of our way to not open the bag, but to find the HM for Flash that I taught this Paris. And what it does is it quite literally just lights up the entire screen. And now I want to put on a repel. Alright, with the repel on, I just want to run this way because there's an item ball right here with another repel. So we're just getting 2 for 1 here. And now that we're actually into the Rock Tunnel, there are 2 new Pokemon here that we need to go over. So the first one is Onix. And the first main thing I need to say is because we're in Kanto, Steelix does not exist. So Onix does not evolve during the main game of these games. So if you want to use Onix, you are stuck with Onix for the entire game, pretty much. And it's not great because Onix doesn't have a great typing. It's a rock ground type, and that typing has 6 weaknesses, including 2 4x weaknesses to grass and water types, which are very prevalent throughout the region. So it's a little difficult to recommend using Onix overall. It does, however, have a pretty interesting level up moveset, because it learns moves like Dragon Breath and stuff like that through level up, which is really weird for a rock ground type to have. So it's at least interesting in the moves department. And that's about where the good of Onix stops. It's a really defensive Pokemon. It has 160 defense, which is really nice. But its offense, neither of its offensive stats are over 45, which is simply too low to get any use out of, really. I'm pretty sure that's weaker than almost every single base form starter that we had options of in this game. So it's just not really worth it to get Onix, in my opinion. But going from one of the worst Pokemon in this game to one of the best, it's Machop. Machop is actually a great physical attacker. It has a great ability that actually increases its attack in Guts whenever it's paralyzed, poison, or burned. That's the status I couldn't think of. Whenever it has any of those statuses, it doubles its attack stat, which, when it's fully evolved, is a massive 130. So doubling that to 260 is an amazing thing that Machop gets to do. Machop also has a really great TM learn set and learns some really good moves from move tutors. It moves both Mega Punch and Mega Kick from those first 2 guys we met. There's a Rock Slide move tutor that it can learn, and that's a really good move on it. It learns a lot of the fighting type moves in the game, which Karate Chop and Cross Chop, which are, again, really good on it. The main downside to Machop and, of course, Machamp is there's actually 2 main downsides. One, it's a trade evolution, so you need to be able to trade to get it fully evolved. in order to get that massive attack stat that it has once it's fully evolved. The other thing is that Machamp is miserably slow. Like, it's getting outsped by almost everything. And when it's a fighting type that's weak to psychic and flying types, which are usually known for being fast, I say ironically while fighting one of the slowest psychic types in the game, it's kind of hard to use against those. But if you use it in the correct circumstances, it's amazing. And I would certainly recommend using it. But with that being said, we have another item here in a revive. And do I want to switch up my Pokemon? This is not the right bag. Well, that is the bag, but it's not the right thing. I got confused in that last fight. I think I'm going to heal. Alright, now that we're healed up and swap the party around, I believe this is a required fight. I don't often come here, but I will battle you. You don't often come to the dark cave in the middle of the region? Picnicker Martha coming to a dark, dank cave near you. That's such a dumb joke. I would be surprised if anyone understands where that joke comes from, but it would make me so happy if anyone did. And Hermes is now level 27. We're actually getting pretty far up there in the levels. Oh, and a Bulbasaur. I think that means we've fought all the starters now, so we've at least seen all of them. Of course, our rival has Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, so we've already seen them, but there was a trainer outside in Route 9 that had a Charmander, so that was the other one we haven't seen yet. Oh, I lost. Yes, you did. Good on you for noticing. And this guy was totally avoidable. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? Alright, with that fight taken care of, we can just keep on moving this way, and I believe there's a guy there, and Repel wore off. Let's go ahead and redo that Repel so I don't have to fight a wild Pokemon every 3 steps. There's a guy there and a guy here, and I don't believe any of them are avoidable. So, but they're both hikers, so I'm actually going to put Tortle in the lead. And I think I'm going to fight this guy. My Pokemon technique will leave you crying. What do you have for me, Hiker Allen again? Didn't we just fight a Hiker Allen last episode? Was it spelled differently at least? I think this guy only has a single Geodude, so this is going to be an easy fight at least. Yep. Bye, Geodude. Bye, have a nice time. 460 experience, and Hiker Allen is gone. I give, you're a better technician. I don't think technician is a ability yet. I don't think that's till Gen 4, my guy. When technician becomes an ability. Oh, and we have an item on Zora, actually. Now that I'm switching around my Pokemon, what do we have? An Oranberry is nice. It's not the most powerful berry, but it's good in case I need a little extra healing. And again, we have a choice between 2. Can I avoid you, actually? No, I cannot. Maybe I'm lost in here. Are you using Flash? Because if you're not, I could definitely see you being lost. You have 3 Pokemon, with the first being the Onix that I was kind of just dumpstering. Let's Brick Break it. How much does Brick Break do? Like I said, Onix is just, it's very physically defensive. It took that Brick Break better than I thought it would, actually. But it's just so slow and so not threatening that it's just not great. And Zodiac's level 27. And we got a Geodude, so I think I'm going to switch back over to Tortle. Because water is just going to make these guys fold so quickly. Geodude level 20. Take this Water Pulse to the face. Why do I feel like I've Water Pulsed every Geodude that I've seen in the last 2 episodes? It's just Just so happens that Turtle has always been out against the Geodudes. And another Onyx, which we're also just going to fold because its special attack is like 40 or something like that. Our special defense is like 40. So yeah, it's not taking this. It's also unfortunate that its two types that it's 4 times weak to are both special types, meaning that it can't use its physical defense against them. It's just unfortunate for Onyx in all ways in Kanto, apparently. Which is probably why they gave it an evolution in later games, if I were to guess. But we're just going to keep moving on. Get our escape rope. And do we need to fight this guy? I don't think we do. No, we definitely don't, is the answer. Oh, another repel. All right, repel equipped. What's up here? A bunch of rocks I can't deal with because Rock Smash doesn't exist in most of this game. Can I avoid you? Answer is no. What do you have? Do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. It's not a terrible piece of advice, if I'm being honest. Although other animals can also bend twigs. So I don't know how much stock I would put into the ability to be like, that twig right there, I'm for sure know that I'm the one that bent that. Also, how dare you disable my payday? I was about to say I think I misclicked, but I think in caves it just becomes like crunch. And I'm level 27 now. And Pidgey, because I can't use payday, I think I'm going to Zodiac. Zodiac, now that you can't kick the bird, why don't you karate chop it? Yep, just like punch the bird now. We've gone from punting the bird to punching the bird. And then just a meow. Yeah, Zodiac is very much our resident normal type destroyer with Brick Break. Especially because none of my other Pokemon can really deal with normal types very well. Just because fighting is the only type that's super effective on it. So Brick Break's probably the best move. Oh, I did my best. Sure you did. I got an extra 130 for that one use. And what's down here? Oh, this guy. This guy is actually super important, and it's very important that I show him. So I'm just going to talk to him. When you're up in the Rocky Mountains like this, rock slides are a threat. Can you imagine boulders tumbling down on you? That'd be like, whoa, total terror. You don't seem to be scared. Want to try using Rock Slide? No, I'm good right now. Oh, so you're not scared after all. This guy right here is very important. He has one of the best moves in the game. He's a move tutor, obviously, but he is able to teach Rock Slide to one of your Pokemon, which I believe is an 80 power rock type move, which is amazing on any rock type that you are using. And even if you're not using a rock type, it's just a really solid move to put on a lot of Pokemon. So I would recommend it highly to put it on something. I'm just not, because I have ideas for it later, let's just say. Ha ha ha! Can you beat my power? I'm going to say yes, but I don't like the way you worded that, Hiker Dudley. We're just going to fight another Geodude. Always to Geodude. I think I'm just going to bite it because this thing does not have good special defense. And flinching is nice. Can you flinch again? Yeah. Taking out a Geodude in 3 hits without ever being hit. And I am switching. I'm going to go to Tortle again because it just makes sense. Even though Tortle's the highest level and I would rather spread out the experience, all these hikers are just begging to be attacked by Tortle. Just a bunch of water pulses. It almost feels like bullying after a point now that I think about it. Oh, a Graveler. He has the evolved form of of Geodude. This thing is gonna fall just as easily, but it's cool to see. And also, it's gonna be a lot more experience. Turtle might actually almost get a level up from this. Oh, not even close. Never mind. I'm wrong. It was level 21. What am I thinking? Is there anything down here? No. And if I go up here, I want to be careful because this guy right here is a trainer and will battle you if he sees you. And I can avoid this one, I believe, but I don't know if I can avoid this one. Oh, I can. I was almost certain I had to fight that trainer, but apparently I don't. What is in here? Pearl. That's a really good selling item, actually. One step? I was one step. This is why I keep repels on. That Geodude right there specifically is why I keep repels on. Put on another repel. I think we're close to the end of the dungeon. I think we have one more fight with this picnicker. I came this far looking for wild Pokemon. Well, you're not actually that far into the cave, depending on which way you came in. Picnicker Dana? I'm gonna go with Dana. We're just gonna payday this other Meowth. My Meowth is stronger than your Meowth. My Meowth could beat up your Meowth. Why do you still have Scratch on your Meowth? Payday is objectively the better move. 295 and Oddish, which means Hermes is back in the spotlight with the poison types. Oddish. And Confusion should be enough to take you out. Hermes is so great. It's so fast. I don't know if Hermes has ever been outsped so far after becoming a Kadabra, because as a Abra, it never fought. We're going to switch back over to Zodiac to punch the bird again. Zodiac, punch it. Give it the 1-2 punch, even though there's 3 fists in those animations. 235. We've defeated Picnicker Dana. I'm out of Pokemon. You brought 2 here. And also, neither of them were caught here, now that I think about it. So you definitely didn't come this far to catch Pokemon. But that is the end of Rock Tunnel. So let's go ahead and head back out to Route 10. This is actually the opposite side of Route 10. I believe that guy's a trainer, so I'm going to avoid him. And we have made it to Lavender Town. And there's actually not a whole ton here to do, I believe. Volunteer house. What's in the volunteer house? What do you have to say? It's odd. Mr. Fuji isn't here. Where'd he go? What do you have to say? This is really Mr. Fuji's house. He's really kind. He looks after Pokemon. It's so warm. Pokemon are so nice to hug. That's a Psyduck. I can't imagine a Psyduck being warm, if I'm being honest. What other houses are here? What is in here? Hello, hello! I'm the official name writer. Want me to rate your nicknames of your Pokemon? No, I'm good. I see, so come visit again. This guy right here, if you want to nickname your Pokemon after catching them, or change the names of nicknames that you've given to Pokemon, you can come here and he will help you change the name of the Pokemon you've caught. The only thing is, traded Pokemon, their nicknames cannot be changed. So that's something to keep in mind. Those horrible rockets, they deserve no mercy. That poor Cubone's mother. It was killed trying to escape from Team Rocket. Maybe something to keep in mind for later. And the last building is this building, the Pokemon Tower. But I'm actually not going to go in there right now because it's a pretty major part and we can't actually do anything in there right now. What do you have to say? Team Rocket will do anything for the sake of money. There is no job too dirty, no deed too heinous, no crime too wicked. All right, dude. What do you have? You know about the Cubone species wear skull, or how the Cubone species wear skulls, right? People will pay a lot for one. That's dark. I saw Cubone's mother trying to escape from Team Rocket. She was killed trying to get away. That's sad. Well, with that in mind, I think we're going to call this episode here. So, I hope that everyone enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Next time, we're going to head out west out of Lavender Town to Route 8. But until then, happy adventuring!